Picture this. A little fat kid in his room at 10 years old, or chubby, not fat. He decides he wants to play music. Has Ozzy Osbourne, Iron Maiden, and Rat and Motley Crue posters everywhere in his room. So that's me, by the way. And I started this dream of being a rock star. About 12 years later, I'm with my friends from Bakersfield in that same town, and I get a record deal with a band called KORN. First record, hit it pretty good. We went gold real quick. We're on tour with Ozzy, the guy that was on my wall, and we just instant fame, it just grew and grew and grew, and then blew up on the third record, #1 on Billboard and everything. And my everything I dreamed about and more came true, and I was just living the life. But the party got escalated too, drugs, alcohol, and stuff kept going, and checks got bigger and the parties got bigger, more drugs. So around the 6th or 7th record of KORN, I was hooked on methamphetamines. That got way out of hand. I lost my marriage. I was a single dad hooked on methamphetamine, so it wasn't good. And I went into a church with some friends, and the guy there just said, if you hang out with Jesus and just pray to Jesus Christ, not the man, but the God, you will, all the bad things will start to fall away. So I did it. A couple weeks later, I felt this presence come around me, and I just felt like just total kindness in the middle of a speed binge. I felt peace, just total kindness, and like it melted my heart. And I was like, you know what? My dream came true, 100% and more. And here I am, a speed junkie, and I'm totally miserable, and I got all this stuff and all this money. Right now, I'm going to lay down my life. I'm going to bury my old self. I'm going to start a new life over and see where I go with this new life. So that's what I did. I left KORN. Not because any other reason except I wanted to change. I wanted to try a new life because the other one that I achieved didn't bring me happiness. So I was able to look at my daughter and tell her I'm not going to hire any more nannies. I'm going to be home with her and stuff like that. And I've been living this new life ever since, and it's fun, man. Because those guys in KORN are so cool, man. After all these years, they tell me the door's open if I ever want to come back. And my managers talk and stuff, and it's like, what about doing a tour together and doing an album, And it's just, and it's tempting a little bit because I'm playing in front of a lot smaller crowds now, but I got to stay in that choice that I made. I don't want to be double-minded. I want to stay in the choice where I buried my past life and I just want to do something new. My own path and not go back on their path. And it's not because of anything like I'm better than them or they're evil or anything like that. It's just that I made a choice. I want to stick to it. If we could all lay down the possibility of me going back there, and we could just be friends, I think, we could talk and stuff like that. But I don't play big shows like KORN. I play, little club gigs and stuff. And there's been 60 people to 600, 1,000 people, and it's just, it's a trip. And I love it. And I wouldn't change it for the world. It seems like most of the KORN fans don't want nothing to do with what I'm doing. Because, why would I'd be playing a little club, playing to a few hundred people, because KORN could play to 10,000 people down the street, So it's like the majority of them don't really seem to care, but the crowd that I do have is pretty much mixed, and it feels good. I don't know. I'm kind of struggling with that myself. It doesn't matter about the crowd size, because it's like I died to all that stuff,
Right.
So I'm arguing with myself and kind of trying to get past stupid me.
Listen,
I just want to be remembered as the guy that got interviewed by Rockerazzi, man. That's my whole goal. No, I'd like to be remembered as one that just left everything, to pursue God, and no matter what people said or did, to me or whatever, I just went for what I believed in, and hopefully that would inspire someone that to not follow the crowds all the time, but to be their own person, to be unique, and to do what they feel that they want to do, regardless of reaction from others.
Well, Well,
What's up? This is Brian Head Welch, and you're watching Rockerazzi.com.